Welcome back to episode 2 of Wildermyth one and all. Thank you very much for tuning in once again. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Where we last left off, we were just about to tackle this fight there with the Watchman, with the Spectre. Thankfully the door is shut. It was made by those who are dead. The way is closed. No, that's the Lord of the Rings. Close enough. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Bara has her sick new bow, so she might be able to shoot from afar and do some awesome damage. Now, you do have a massive amount of block, so that's going to be quite scary for us, which honestly just means that either we have to shred it, or we go for magic damage, or something else in between. So we do have the shackle, which is pinning you. We could maybe pin you and then just wail on you, or we could go for a splinter blast onto both of you. That's with Onbeth though. So how would we be able to grasp them both? We wouldn't really be able to. The boiler is there. Maybe we just go for the splinter blast, honestly. We go for the log here. I think we go for a double splinter blast. And then, yeah, that should really ruin your armor. Then we can do some great damage after the fact. So why don't we move up to here. We interfuse with this log here. And you can see that each item has HP. So this one has 10 HP. So if we splinter blast here, as that's a massive radius. I didn't realize it was going to be that big. We can hit you on this side. Hopefully it hits you both. There we go. We managed to stunt you and shred the armor. We shredded 2 armor on you, which is fantastic. We're going to bring Onbeth up here as well. And we will do the same thing. We could splinter blast you, or shackle you, or we go for this. Let's just go for the one nearby. So, we splinter blast, and that does great damage because it attacks from the other side, and it should, yeah, shred you even further. Now, the question becomes, how do we go for this? I think we bring you up to here. I think we go for a jump jaw trap right here. If the Spectre gets closer, he should get shot. Now, the issue is Red Ear won't be able to get closer to get an attack in, so I think he stands around about here. We can go for a shot. Do we just go for the guaranteed kill, or do we go for the weakening there? I think we go for the guaranteed thing. Now, we hope that you don't have an AoE attack. I think you've got a crossbow attack, don't you? Crossbow and a slam. Let's actually just Guardian. Let's see what happens. So you get pinned, which is great. That means you're probably just going to crossbow, but we dodged with Danny, which is fantastic. Now, Red Ear can move across to this side, so I think we just move over here, and then we go for Bara to take the shot first. But Bara first, why don't you move up a little bit and prepare for our next turn when we're going to be, you know, getting through the gate there. So you take the final shot, you get fully taken care of, and now Danny and Beth just move up here to the front. Now we would like to see what's in here, so we do have a skull that we can see, which can flare. There might be more in here that we can grab as well. I'm almost certain of the fact that there will be. As Bara's finished off, we'll wait with you. Do they know that we're here? It doesn't appear so. It does not appear so. So we will jump over to here. We will bring Bara over here as well. And do we open up this turn? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we do. Yeah, screw it. Why not? What's the worst could happen? So we open the door. We reveal a Spectre. Can only a Spectre. So Discus is great, as is the Infernal Raid, which actually shreds for a whole bunch of damage too. So, do we have a shot too? We do. So let's go with Onbeth here first, interfusing with the stone tabs. See if we find anybody else. We don't. Now we go for the Infernal Rain. Good chance to hit. Shreds your armor. Bara, show us what you can do with your new bow. Good stuff. And, Danny, you can just, Reddy can Guardian over there. Danny can move over to here. And then interfuse with this for the shackle later on. And then I think we just wait and we see if anybody reveals themselves. They do indeed. Will the Wildling get an attack? Hopefully not. The Smelia should be too far away to get an attack as well, so that's all good. Happy days. So now we have a situation where we definitely want to take out the Wildling. He usually does the most damage. They. The unfortunate thing is that we don't have enough movement to get an attack in on you there. So what we're looking for is maybe a shackling won't do too much. We can go for the Infernal Rain, which will remove a whole bunch of your stuff there. What about a Discus? Will that bounce off? No, Discus usually bounces. This time it will not, however. So we go for the Infernal Rain. We shredded your armor, but you dodged the actual damage there. So that's not great for us, but it's also manageable. We do also have a shot here, but that's 21% because you're back behind great cover. So I think Danny hasn't moved just yet. How far can we move you? Only to there, unfortunately. Maybe we do just move you up and see what we get to. So we'll move you up to here. Hopefully you're the last enemy. We can do a lot of damage to you, but not enough to take you out. Maybe we then just attack you from behind. So a barrage is okay. What about a splinter blast over there? That wouldn't be enough. I'm just seeing if we could possibly kill any one of these. So, calcify. Ah, see, I should have maybe interfused with that with you. But that's okay. We're going to move you over to here. And we will look to interfuse with, let's see, 2 to 4 damage, 1 to 4, 2 damage, splinter blast, 2 damage and shackle. Splinter blast, constrict is magic damage. Cabinet is a splinter blast. I don't know, my concern is that this won't be able to reach through here though, so I think we just go for the workbench, and I think we just go for the barrage. And it is pretty good range, but it can't hit them all, so I think we just go like this. 26% chance to hit is not great though. Why is it so low? 69%, nice. 53, 26, 53 if we do it like there, but then it also hits my own characters. I don't think I'm too keen on that. Maybe we just go for you and hope for the best. 69, 2 damage. Absolute worst that could have been. In that case, we just strike you. And I think we might take some damage here, as unfortunate as it is. We're going to move you up to here. Hopefully Onbeth doesn't take too much damage. You're going to have partial cover over there. We can go for some jump jaws in case you try and move away. Or move down here more likely. And then we'll take the shot. 55 damage, 84 damage. There is a 14% chance to stunt. And maybe that stunt will do extra damage. Nope, you took cover. Bugger. Okay. So both of them managed to survive. They're going to do some damage to us now. Red Air takes a decent chunk of damage. Only 1 to be fair. We pinned you, you fire belch. Red Air takes 4 damage now. He's going to start his turn in the fire as well. We need to get him out of that fire as soon as possible. And I think we just move him up there to go for the damage up here. So that should basically guarantee the kill. But Red Air is really hurting after that, so we need to heal him up quite a bit. Let's see, we could shackle you from here. That pins you. Let's actually do that, because then the attack from Bara attacks from this side. And that should be 100% chance. We take you out. Lover's Vengeance, because you hit Red Air. How could you? And that is the end of that combat. So, not too bad. And our level ups haven't really come that thick and fast just yet. So there we go. Red Air gets a level up. Gets a bonus to all campaign level tasks based on age. Not bad. Successful kill gets extra speed. Battle Dance. After hitting with a non-swift melee attack, if Red Air still has actions left, he can move up to half his speed. I think I prefer the Zealous Leap there. So the leap can be basically a free swift action there, so we could jump in front of enemies and then attack twice is what we're looking for. But it's unfortunate because I do love when we can give you a little bit extra, less speed but much more armor. That's what we wanted. I was just about to say, I love the one there that can give him kind of Titan skin, which can give him a whole bunch of extra armor and warding. So Morthagi Wildlings are now even stronger with more health. Not too good, not too good, but we definitely want to secure this area here. We will investigate it thoroughly. And we will do it with these two. Now Red Air is quite hurt, but we will still... You know what, because we do have the incursion coming shortly, why don't we go and prepare some defenses? Let's go tier 3 defenses with you two. It's going to take a bit of time, but the incursion is not far off, and then incursion is going to be an issue for us. We would love to also get this before they reach, not quite. Looks like they're down here to the south, and you can see their footsteps as to where they're going. So they're moving in great numbers to travel from tile to tile till they're defeated by heroes in combat. Once they reach 0, the enemy will dissipate and it will be over and done with. So their strength is currently 11. I think we just keep going for what we're doing. So 7 turns, 7 days, they're going to be a little bit stronger as well, but we can skip some of them. What do we get for this area? 2 hides for that, so that'll be useful for our ranger. And we get extra potency. And you know what we said? Potency is great with the Elementalist here with these skills, so we're going to give the potency to Onbeth once again. Just max potency, that's 3 extra damage, and also extra speed. So extra speed is quite useful for one of our party members here. Whether that's our ranger, whether that's our melee unit is still yet to be discovered. Bara has lost... I think we go for... Because you get extra attacks there, I think we go for Red Air here, so... Give him the extra little buff. We'll move across, start building defenses with everybody. Because tier 3 defenses, they're going to come through this way. So, we don't want the Watchman to have extra health. Sommelier 2, I don't like the Butler either. So I think we take the Sommelier 2, but we remove the Butler. We allow the other ones to come. We are obviously spending quite a few legacy points here in doing so. But I think it is the right course of action. The first one that I played on Nightmare difficulty, which is the most difficult one, or whatever difficulty they call it. I didn't do that, and I just let the deck grow as big as possible, and we got absolutely destroyed as a result. Now, if we scout this, we should be fine. How many resources do we have as well? Not enough to go and build anything else, that's for sure. Maybe we just go and scout with everybody, and we see, do we fight them here? I don't think so. I don't think that's how that works. Red Ear is at full HP again. And now I think we just patrol to try and remove the threat here. 24 days to complete. We should still be able to patrol. You're going to move through and then attack Shagdoggle. Fluster. Didn't even realize that name. So can we patrol while you're in here? Yes, we can. You're now arriving there. We've patrolled and removed the infestation. Next fortifications will be destroyed in a second. So we're actually going to go back here. And we're going to gather all of our party back here. Or do we go for the attack first? No, we should gather and take out the infestation first. But now you'll see there, they move from strength of 9 down to strength of, or 11 down to 9. So 1 day until the fortifications are destroyed. So why don't we just wait 1 more day? Like that. And now they're strength of 7. And we will defend this area with absolutely everybody here. Plenty of heroes here, so only 3 farmers will join the fight. So, because we have defenses here, that means that we get a little bit of help from the locals. And those locals are great in terms of cannon fodder there, just tanking damage for us. 73% chance, charge into battle, take the fight to them. I love this, because there's 73% chance to get extra damage going in. So let's hope that it does work out. Oh, the cry for courage dies in their throats. That means that we don't get the bonus damage, which is really unfortunate. And all foes get temporary HP because we managed to lose that 73% chance event. So that's not great. We have a lot of enemies up to the northwest, and a lot of enemies to the east as well. So what we could do, Bara is over here. That does shred a little bit. Oh, that's right, they have bone link. So if they're right next to each other, then they get extra bonuses to their defense. Now, I think, as you don't have much magic armor whatsoever, so Discus is physical damage. Splinter Salvo is obviously great. Wild Grasp is magic damage. I think maybe we go for the tree over here. But you see that we have Iridia, Orchid, and Artol as our temporary cannon fodder pieces. So they're going to be the ones that try and take some blocking damage for us. As I think can we move over to here and get the tree? No, we can't see the tree from here, which is unfortunate. Whereas Danny's over here. I would love to Splinter Blast over to there, because that is a stump. So we could grab it from here. I'm just a little bit concerned, because you don't have any armor really at all, do you? Neither does Bara. And that's a bit of a concern for us. And there's a Spectic right there. Okay, we have to think about this. Do we go for the Watchman? Or do we then try and move up to one of these sides here and try and clear out one corner first? We do have the Spectics. We could, of course, we can definitely jump jaw. And I think if we jump jaw here, that means that Spectic will be ensnared in that trap as it tries to move forward. We could then move backwards a little bit further and try and take a shot from back here, which I honestly think is a little bit better so that we can block a little bit. Now, if I move here, then we have the barricade, which can Splinter Blast but doesn't do much range. Granting +3 temporary HP until next turn. That's pretty amazing. I should try some of the more defensive stuff, I think. Ruin Pillar, Calcify, gain extra armor, warding, and temp health while interfusing with stone. Ooh, so if I interfuse with this, yeah, we get Calcify, and we can Rock Shield you. There we go, but first we move down here further back. We then Rock Shield Bara, and there we go. We go for the defensive measures. Now, Bara can still take a shot down here, which I think she should, because that's all that she can hit from there. Artol, you have good warding defenses, so that means that you're good against the Sommeliers, who do mostly magic damage, as if we hover over them. 3 to 4 magic damage. Onbeth, where do you go? Let's see, if we move up to here, you could go for this tree as well, and then Splinter Blast, which isn't terrible. I think we will interfuse with this. And that might allow us to do a whole bunch more damage to you. And you might die when you stand on this trap as well, which would be fantastic to see. Now, Red Ear. You have basically no warding there, mate. So I honestly think that we maybe stand you behind here. Hopefully nobody gets to see you. And you can kind of just Guardian and wait here in case enemies come around you. Atoll. How far does the volley of arrows reach? We can almost send it all the way out there, because I think those two are the ones that we'd love to hit the most. Iridia. We do have decent melee damage over here. Iridia and Orchid. Maybe we just set you two up over here to take out the Watchman, but the issue is you have the crossbow, so I think we actually hide around the corner again, and we're kind of getting ready to attack you when you get closer. Now, Artol, we do need to move you somewhere. Do we move you over towards here? You do have the good warding, so I think you come across here for these Sommelier, and we leave those ones up there. So we're kind of going for the southern ones. I forgot about that Spectic, honestly. But do we get the shot over here? We do. It's not a great chance to hit, but it does. We do get this volley of arrows coming back a little bit later, so let's try for it. Fire at will. And we do manage to hit them both. We shredded your armor and pierced yours, so all in all, okay. So let's see what their movements do. We managed to kill that Spectic in that trap, which is great. The Watchman, does he get a chance to attack? Yes, he does. Sommelier. Okay, took cover, great. So that's why I was hiding behind there. Same thing here. No, okay, but the warding did good work there. Red Air, you moved one away, okay. But this is where Red Air's extra bonus attacks can be quite useful, as Bara took the 3 damage that she was currently protecting against. The Spectic shouldn't be able to get an attack in, the Sommelier might do, and Bara's a little bit hurt again. So Bara needs to back off, but this is where the leap comes in handy. So we leap over to here, and then we go strike. The dodge is horrific. The dodge is absolutely horrific. We need to try and take you out now. Oh, that's bad. That is bad. Okay. Now, the good news is that we do have a discus here somewhere, I believe. So we could discus from you to you. But you've got such big amounts of armor there. So I think we almost need to Splinter Blast. Can we Splinter Blast here? Splinter Salvo even would be greater. We need to go here and here, but then we also have the Spectic over here. So Bara needs to back off. No two ways about that. We can move you back here and then attack here. Actually, we could go here and then here. Would that be enough to Splinter Salvo? We could also constrict you. So interfuse with one of these and then constrict. Maybe that's what we do. Hobbling it and squeezing away its life. Discus, Calcify, Shovel, Barrage. Let's try with Onbeth. Let's interfuse with this. Excuse me. Interfuse with the Barricade. And then interfuse with this cart. And do we then Splinter Salvo over here? We can, but only if Bara is out of the way. So I think we do back Bara all the way up to something like this. And Jump Jaw, I don't know, in case you guys get too frisky with us, move over to here. Now, we have the Splinter Salvo on Onbeth, but that means that she's not going to be able to move. That is a lot of damage to you though, 5 to 9. Or could we do it over here? We could hit you, but not you. I think we instead go for you then. Chance to kill. Okay, not quite the kill, but still good damage. Now the issue is you're not going to be able to be killed here, are you? And that is an issue. Okay, the good news is that we should be able to kill you here though. Especially if we jump over to this side, or even this side, to give Danny some extra armor blocking. There we go, 1 enemy down. Now the issue is they're going for Bara and the likes rather than attacking their own peoples. So I think we go like this, and we send you two up as kind of sacrificial lambs. I'm sorry, but it has to be done. Danny can discus, you can rock shield over there as well, and maybe that's what we do. Maybe we move Danny over to here, and then we rock shield you anyway to give you a little bit more armor, a little bit more temp HP. And actually, we didn't need to do that because we can Silk Step with you. That's my own fault. Okay, Silk Step means that you are hidden. That means that nobody can hit you. Okay, we can go for a strike here. We shred some armor. We can go for a strike here. You blocked it. That's a shame. Red Air, mate. What are you doing? What are you doing over here? You need to hit that first attack, because that first attack meant that you probably could have killed him with the second. So we can't afford to lose Red Air. If we lose Red Air, that's going to be awful. Please don't attack on Beth again. Thank you. Don't go for Red Air. Oh, no. Red Air, mate. Oh, no. Should have seen that coming. Indeed, you should have. This could be the end. Minus 30 charisma, minus 10 retirement age. No, we can't lose our party members here. It's just too awful. Okay, he runs away. He loses charisma. But more importantly, loses retirement age. That means that he might retire earlier. Artol got his warding back. That's good. Did you guys get stronger during this combat? Kill all enemies. More enemies are coming. Oh, that's right. You spawn another one. Well, that's fun. And we lost one of our big damage dealers. So that's why that missed attack there is absolutely awful. We do want to go for some damage over here for sure. Just wondering what the best way to go about it is. Like, we could go these two here. We could go these two here. What kind of damage does Bara... Oh, wrong one. What kind of damage does Bara have here? Not bad. But I think we do go for the volley of arrows down here. Please don't miss. Good stuff. I was really hoping that it would shred the armor rather than whatever the hell it did do. Artol. I just feel like our guys are not strong enough here, if I'm being honest. I really feel like we're a little bit too weak for this. And most of this is physical damage, and we need magic damage to take out our sommeliers. But you can see Discus is physical damage. Physical damage. Physical damage. Physical damage. Fabric constricts but only does 3 damage. Yeah, it just feels like it's not quite strong enough. So Discus, what about you? 2 to 4 damage, 2 damage, that does even less damage. Wouldn't mind taking out the Wildling. I would love to take out one of you two though. So maybe if I go here, then I could take a shot over here. Let's see. That's a chance to kill, and I think that's what we have to go for. There we go. Alright, Lover's Vengeance worked out for us in that situation. Oh, okay. We have the Sommelier here, we have the Sommelier there, we have Onbeth. And Danny. I think we have to go for this one now, don't we? So Artol goes up there on his lonesome. Onbeth moves back to here. And then interfuses with what, this fabric? I think so, because the magic armor is still good for us. We constrict you there. We could actually bring you over too, but I think this is the way that we go for it. We hobbled you, we did some damage. Danny boy. What you going for? Barrage isn't bad. We could go for something else there. Pickaxes, barrage, steel fire, cooking pots. The discus over there. Discus would not be enough damage though. 4 damage is not enough. We also have the calcify currently working for us. Why have you got the little down arrows? What's up with that? Is that from where you were last attacked from? Oh my god, the attack is absolutely horrific over here, so we'll go for it anyway. Shred your armor at least. Now, you lot. Are we going for attacks on either side, or are we just going for the attacks right here? I feel like we should probably attack from here, shouldn't we? 74, 71. I just really want the armor shredding, that's all. Let's go both the same side. Get the extra armor protection. 1 damage. You blocked it. 1 damage. You blocked most of it. Yeah, I'm just not sure how we get through this one, honestly. It might be a situation that the run is near doomed. I hope not. I really do hope not. But it's not looking great for us. Just the lack of any kind of magical abilities here. Like, we could go for the campfire, send that through, but that's going to take a few turns to reach you. So we do have that, of course. We could go for the barrage. The barrage probably wouldn't do enough to take you out. Why don't we just interfuse with this and see how we go? And it's the rock shield. Rock shield is an action, but not a turn-ending action. So we could give Onbeth the rock shield. And then Danny should still have a turn. Indeed she does. We can go for the barrage over there, which does a bit of damage. We could do it over here, which does even more. We should have done this beforehand, and I think we'll do it now. There we go. Oh, Bara might be dead though, thanks to the Wildling. Again, for the second time. The Watchman, uh-oh. Good thing I gave Onbeth the extra temp HP, and we do pin you at least. Artol's dead. Alright, you were a sacrificial pawn there in this game, mate. Firebouts, we're going to go through both of them. That's a lot of damage. There's a lot of enemies. There is just a lot of enemies here. I don't know. You know, we waited until the defenses could block a whole bunch, but it still wasn't really enough. Let's see, we do have the Wildling over there. We could run you down to here. We want to run you two up, but that does... you can attack from there, and you can attack from here. So I guess we do just run you up as far as we can. We want to make sure that we run you as far back as we can. Move you over to here. We still want to be doing damage, though. That is the concern. Now, do we have the volley of arrows? No, we don't. We do not. Okay, so we have the discus, but the discus, again, does not do much damage at all. The shackle is okay. We could go for the steel fire here. I wonder if we just take the shot over here. 68% chance to hit, 79% there. You do so much damage though, but so do you. So do you. I'm wondering if we just jump around this side. Keep ourselves at a decent distance away from them. Take the shot. Please hit, thank you. Lover's Vengeance again. So Bar is doing good work off in the distance. Iridia hits you here, because that is literally all that you can do. Danny. We can give Onbeth extra... so I'm glad that this has what looks to be almost infinite range. Danny then has to move, or just stay there and hope for the best, but staying there almost certainly is going to lead to your death. We could interfuse with an object that allows us to attack the Sommelier, because that one's almost dead. And that's where splitting up our attacks there really isn't great for us. We'll go across to here. We get a second strike over to here. Onbeth, what do we got? We've got the Constriction over there or over there. That might get the kill. I think taking you out the equation is going to be the way to go. There we go. Perfect. One less to deal with. Still, not great. Not great. And we just have to attack you here as well. Do another, what, 1 damage? Or 0. Or 0 damage, I suppose. Good cover. Good dodge. Okay. Don't go for Danny. Danny's still alive. Okay. Iridia's still alive. Alright, now we can actually attack you from multiple directions. So that's going to be quite useful. Will we be able to have a Splinter Blast? That can Splinter Blast. This can Constrict. That can Shackle. We can throw a fire at you, almost certainly. I think we have to move our party across to this side. We have to run for it. And we have to make them follow. So we move back to here. Onbeth. Oh, one of these can go for the volley of arrows too. So what do we go for down here? 26, 26. The chance to hit is horrific. So maybe we just go for you. The chance to hit you is actually still pretty good. There we go. So we pierce your armor a little bit. We don't get to shred any, which is unfortunate. We can interfuse. We could throw the fire at you, which I think is going to be the way to go. We will take this. We will fire leash. We do get to hit you. 100% chance is fantastic. And now I think we bring Iridia back to here. We take you out there. Beautiful. One more enemy down, and one of our most deadly enemies down as well. And then we just bring Orchid. We try and put you in front so that you two kind of block for Onbeth. Because again, Iridia and Orchid can just die and we'll be happy with that. I mean, we won't be happy with it, but it's better than the alternative. As, what are you currently interfused with? You can go for the fabric. You can't hit anybody with where you're currently trying to interfuse. So that's the issue. Danny does not have the Splinter Salvo either. The Discus doesn't really do much, does it? Okay, we go here. This gets you the Calcify, and then it also gives some temporary HP to Onbeth. There we go. I feel a lot better about that. Danny's in the back lines, just getting absolutely destroyed, of course. And we would love to have you Silk Step, which is great, and it does end your turn. So where do we go for? Maybe we go out this way and we try and get to the northern end of them. So we Silk Step over to here. They won't see us. Sommelier moves forward. Iridia takes cover. Beautiful. The other Sommelier does the same, and she blocks. Honestly, Iridia should be part of our party there. She's fantastic. She stayed alive on 1 HP for so long, and still a valuable member of the party. Now, we have the Fire Leash, which is great damage, of course, and the only way that we can hit you is over to here. So I think what we do is we back you up further. Let's see, we back you up. Yeah. Yep, we do. We back you up over to here. We still Fire Leash over to here. Great hit. Now, how far can we move you? Over to here, but then you can't shoot down there is the issue. I don't really want to lose Bar, because these guys do, what, 2 to 3 magic damage? Let's just quickly check. 2 to 3 magic damage with 4 range. So if we leave this Similia alive, then there's a chance that we get a bit of, you know, our just desserts, so to speak. Let's see. We have a chance to do some decent damage there. We can rock shields. Actually, let's rock shield Bara, and then I feel safer about her going up that way. So now Bara moves this way. She stands out in the open, and she shoots at the Similia. Right here. Hopefully the cover doesn't ruin it for us. 100% chance. Beautiful. So that's one enemy defeated. You two. What are we doing about you two? You still have the discus, which you could just throw here. Honestly, we'll go for the one up front. Dodge. Well, that's awful. We can move you two over to here. And maybe we do... Oh, then this Similia gets a chance to just run rampant on us. I think we have to kind of risk it a little bit. Send these guys up here. You go over to here. You go to here. You guys block up together. Who does the most damage here? Much of a muchness. We shred your armor. We do nothing. Please stay alive. Took cover, great. Bara, there we go, rock shield working for us. And Iridia finally gets taken care of. Unfortunate, but at least you did what you needed to do. Now we can volley of arrows. We definitely want to go down here, I believe. The alternative is 53% up here. No, I think we go for here. We really want to shred some armor if we can. Dodged and 1 armor shredding. Okay. That's okay. We can take the shot here. Do I just run Orchid up here and take the attack here? Maybe. The issue is, can we then run you two far enough away to help? Again, I think we have to run this way. I think we interfuse with... Pin single enemy for 2 turns, 3 magic damage. The magic damage is pretty good. Reason being is we can constrict you here. That comes from that side. That then means that I think we can run to this side and get the shots from the other angle. So let's move over to here. Take the shot. Oh my god, but we don't have the extra damage, do we? Because of this... the armor that they've got. Oh no. Okay. Well, who do we tank up here? They're most likely going to take a shot at me, I think. Bara could die, though. You can Silk Step Bara, and I think that's what you have to do. You have to take the shot through their armor. We're just going to move down here and try and shred some more. Orchid, you're on your own there, pal. Block the damage again. You're going to go for these two now? Nope, you're going for Orchid still. Thankfully, the warding is quite useful, but you are finally dealt with. You're going to come across to here now, unfortunately, but thankfully, it didn't matter. So if we move up to here... We take the shot. Good stuff. Armor ignored. Now we need to do 1 damage and run away from these two. So if we move over to here, can we just melee hit you? Yes, but it's not enough damage. So, discus of 5. Discus of 5. Go for the discus hit. 100% chance. Problem solved. Now with you, we actually interfuse with the barricade. And that can actually allow us to shred some of the armor. We move up to here. The issue being is that you might then be able to move close enough to us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that your movement? Don't know what your movement is though. We're still going to try it though, because I think we need to start shredding some armor. So we're going to go here. Hopefully it doesn't destroy the barricade entirely. Nope, it does. We shredded 1 armor and 2 armor over there. Don't attack us. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. No, the double movement means that they're not attacking. So, 1 HP, 1 HP, 3 HP. We need to make sure that this works in our favor. So we definitely go for the rain of arrows. Please, just hit. There we go. Huge damage on this top one. That would be enough damage. Now, what do we have to go for here? 2 damage. And Steel Fire here is fantastic. So we go for this. And I think we do go for a Steel Fire here. Or do we go for this one and then focus on the other one? Maybe we just go for you. That's 100%. You can interfuse here, which then gives Calcify and Rock Shield. Although, I'm wondering if we can Shackle here, pins an enemy for 2 turns. I don't think you have the range to attack us. 4 range. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you wouldn't. So if we interfuse here, we need to get the pin off though. If we do not pin, then we could be in trouble. But I'm willing to risk it. Pinned and armor shredded. Great. Okay. Now we can just start taking pot shots at you. And I think, by the skin of our teeth, we have managed to make it through this run. As you dodge that. If you would dodge all of my attacks now, I'm going to be very upset. Let me just throw that out there. Fabric should be able to reach down there, so we're going to move down to here. Split up the party, you know, that's always the encouraged thing to do, isn't it? So we go for the fabric. We then constrict you. 100% chance. Oh my god, it only hobbles you. But hopefully the attack from this end is now 100% chance to happen. If you manage to take out one of us after this, I would be so mad. Okay, there we go. By the skin of our teeth, and by losing one party member's retirement age, we managed to make it through. So Red Air is not doing too well. But we did manage to get a whole bunch of experience and level ups, and the fact that we managed to make it again, this is nightmare difficulty, so it's not easy. It's not easy. Reduce the cost of recruit jobs by 1, +5 stunt chance to all heroes in the party is quite good. When standing by a fire, Bara's bows have a +0 damage, +1 shred and starts fires. So the extra damage is based on potency, so if she had more potency then that would be +1. After a range attacks against her or any adjacent allies, Bara counterattacks with a ranged attack of her own. Given that she has... Well, I do like the shredding of armor, but I feel like that because she's got an upgraded bow, let's take the archery perk. Now, unfortunately, Red Air is going to be sent home there to try and recover. So I think with that in mind, because we don't have too much else that we can do right now. Strength of 4. I don't think we go for the next combat. We can't do that without our initial party member, so we're going to just build some defenses. And we'll just wait until Red Air comes back a little bit healthier. You can see that they heal at a reasonable rate when they're not hurt. Ooh, okay. Upgraded Spectix. We don't want the butler to come through. And I think we have to leave 1 legacy point. Yeah, I think we do have to do it that way. You can also get a 5th party member, but that requires 3 LP, and we do not have that, so... Red Air has to move a long way. Okay, Onbeth has come into possession of a powerful artifact. This is a nice little opportunity path that we can partake in. There is our moon, O wandering stranger, come hide from the moon, the barrels are full and the fiddle's in tune. Come ask the barkeep for a bowl, cup and spoon, we'll dance you to sleep or we'll drink until noon. So it's just, the chorus is better. Danny glances on, Beth realizes the dagger in her hand is flashing with a mixed light of moon and fire. Oh, it's nothing, it's... Though she clutches it away, her friend has already gotten a good look. It's got the mark of Old Wayne. Too late to deny it, the vision of the blade once beheld cannot be forgotten. Danny. The rippling edge is oddly arresting. The Old Wayne family's grim crest glares, graven into the hilt. I didn't mean to let you see it, but what I intend seems to weigh less than its gravity. Darkness is in every heart already, right? No evil magic required for that, but this blade somehow makes that darkness grow until it kills my only friend from way back. Anyway, he passed it to me. According to legend, this weapon, the Oath of Old Wayne, was made by the last persecuted... I didn't read the rest of that. We can go back. The last persecuted Old Wayne mystic. It was made for vengeance, to cause suffering. It ruined a whole age of our land, shattered what generations had built. So now I need to make sure that doesn't happen again. That's where we're headed, isn't it? To destroy that thing. You still want to come along? I know it's dangerous. I intended to slip away once we got close. Sounds like you'll need a friend. Absolutely. So we send everybody, except for Red Air, because of course he's maimed at the moment. And, oh my god, they're heading back anyway, aren't they? Down to Thermalop. Honestly, these names of these cities here are pretty bonkers. Leads Danny into the ancestral lands of the Old Wayne family. The Old Wayne legend is a rich well of villains for West Stoop storytellers, a group of questionably related kinsfolk. Okay. Say no more, wink wink, nudge nudge. Living in a secluded manner, practicing dark craft. It had to be in a swamp, didn't it? No wonder these people were so morbid. Come on, better if we stick close. Find a little turtle friend. Not so bad when you have thick enough stones, only bad for visitors, which is probably what they intended. Soon they're within a proper ruin with towers half sunk and many of them tumbled. Looking for a forge, there's a stairwell, and there you go. You sure this is right? This is how you unmake this thing? Here, take the torch. As Onbeth draws the dagger, the Oath of Old Wayne, the eyes over the forge begin to glow. The forge roars awake, vomiting hot coals, but like the dagger itself, the glowing embers arrest her eyes. And then she sees 2 futures in the flames. In one, she sees herself aged and alone, still fighting the same long, losing battles she's embroiled in today. In the other, she's not much older than she is now. She's used the power in the dagger to bring peace to those she loves. Perhaps she should wield it. It would change her, but not immediately. In the meantime, think of all the good she could accomplish. or her friends in For This World that would doom her to isolation, but wasn't she already isolated? I think we have to destroy the dagger, don't we? Keeping the dagger seems too risky. I mean, this is quite literally Lord of the Rings throwing the One Ring into the fires of Mordor. We all saw how poorly that led for the future generations by keeping it, so we have the option to destroy it now, so we absolutely should destroy it. Dagger meets the forge and instantly melts, the coals jump and fly, frigid air fills the room, snuffs the torch, and then an apparition takes shape. Is it truly done? You cast away that cursed blade of mine, yours. The spirit resolves itself into the form of woman. I made it in vengeance to punish the world that persecuted my family. So rashly done. You regret it, you mean? The anger was cold in me long before the blood stopped running, but I'd set it in motion, somebody else would need to end it. I can't answer for all the pain it's caused, but to you at least. The glow that surrounds the last Old Wayne mystic flares brightly for a moment, and she's gone. Where she stood lies what looks to be a bolt of fabric. At a second glance, it's a cloak of ghostly weave. Onbeth bends and picks it up. Sure you want to touch that? Just got through destroying an evil artifact, didn't we? This feels different. A bestial bellow echoes down the stairwell, and we got some company. But we have the Atonement of Old Wayne, so Onbeth gives warding, bonus damage, and potency. So that would definitely work with you, but you've already got a cloak, and we don't really want to waste that cloak. I think instead we give it to Danny. Danny gets extra warding, extra bonus damage, and extra potency. We don't care about extra... potency only works for your leap there. Archery doesn't make any difference with any of these. Potency does make a little difference, but maybe... Got one warding. Maybe we just go for Danny for now. And I don't know whether 1.5 warding rounds up to 2 for the sake of our battles, but we'll claim it for Danny. You two went on that mission there, so you guys deserve it. We have a Mushrock, so just one big enemy, but you slam for 6 to 8 damage. Can we pin you with our Mystics? So, Wild Grasp, that's great. So we just want to keep pinning you if we can. So we interfuse with this. We try and pin. Shredded and pinned. That's great. Okay. Now we move across... Actually, we move you across to this side, and then we start discusing you. Does that make sense? Or do we go from this side and start wild grasping from the other side? No, I think we move up here. I think we interfuse with the discus, with the boulder, to then throw rocks at you. Rock shield would end our turn, so we go like this. Oh my god, I didn't realize that you could change the verticality of it. That just threw me way off. Okay. Right click and drag, for those who are not familiar with that, such as myself. We will go here, we will chuck a jump draw over there in case you start moving towards us, which I don't think you should be able to because you're pinned. We take the shot, and we're not doing much damage, but that's why we want to be able to just keep wild grasping here. And maybe if we can we shred your armor at all? No, it doesn't look like it, so we just keep wild grasping. Does that then pin you in that? No, you blocked it, okay. So let's rock shield onto ourselves, because if they do go for anybody, it's going to be you. Go for a bit of damage there. And this is why we definitely want upgraded weapons. 2 damage. So are you still pinned or not? Now you are. That's great. So we try again, wild grasp you. We managed to get you. Oh, that was a misplay. Let us undo that. Thankfully you get 2 undos throughout the course of a battle. So I was meaning to click on Bara, but that time it accidentally clicked on you instead. We can go for the attack on this side, which stunts. And there we go. We also did damage to those around you because of your bow. You've got a little bit of extra damage to that as well. And let's see here. That's 5 range. This is 5 range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if it can actually reach you though, is the thing, because of this partial cover that you got. I think what we do is maybe move over to here. We then interfuse with the campfire, sing our campfire songs. We then illuminate it. That's going to end our turn, but now we have the fire over there and we can throw the fire onto you. And who knows, maybe we don't even need it anyway. So we go for the shot, and that takes you out. So the Mushrocks was not a major issue for us. We managed to make it through. Do we get a level up with Danny? Oh, so close. 1 experience away. The level ups are so important there to get extra damage and extra armor. Oh, Moth Bite. Oh, okay. Now the issue is we already upgraded a bow ourselves. +2 Silk Step range. Blind on stunt. Less range though. I would love to see, this is where an inventory system would be absolutely fantastic for us. You know what, maybe we just take in your secondary item there, because there's a chance that we want to actually just attack with red air at range at times. Not often, but you know, it's better than just salvaging it for one fabric. You know, how much it costs there to build a tier 1 item. They leave the old Wayne estate behind to sink into the obliviating muck of time. You good? I'll be fine, just feeling sorry, or just all the suffering that gets buried in the stories we tell and the ones we don't. It'll be a while before they feel like talking again, but not so long, and by the morning of their return, they'll carry peace in their hearts. There we go, so Onbeth did get a level up, plus 10 retirement age. This is because this was her quest. So, Onbeth has plus 30% health, that's pretty damn good. Make her tankier. Humanist, or upgrade Elementalist. Plus 1 damage and apply 1 hobble. Infernal Rain change from single target to area of effect. So Infernal Rain being area of effect is fantastic, but being able to find items that give us Infernal Rain is quite rare in the first place. Adjacent allies plus 1 bonus damage and plus 1 and spell damage. I think we go, it's either going to be one of these two, isn't it? Onbeth currently has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So extra 30% health of 6 means an extra 2 health, means 8 health in total, which isn't bad. Really not bad. It's either going to be damage. I feel like our damage is the issue though. I think we need to buff up our extra allies. There we go, we saved that one. And Red Air is almost back in action. So we will bring everyone back to build these defenses. And then once Red Air is back, then we will send you over there as well. So everybody's going. Did I select you? No, I didn't. There we go. Everybody heads back. We can't really build anything there. We didn't really have the means to do so. Thankfully, it's still a wee while away until our next Calamity card, so we will be able to fight this one here. But let's leave it at tier 2 for now, and let's go and assault this area. We're going to assault with absolutely everybody. Send them across. Takes 11 days to get there. That means that we'll beat the Calamity before that happens. But I'll tell you what there, folks, this is where we're going to leave this episode too. Thank you all very much for tuning in there. Hopefully by the end of our next episode, we will be able to clear out this chapter. It's taking a little bit longer than expected, but honestly, those near-death situations, as we can see, Red Air has been maimed. He's got some sort of burns across the face. Not too good. He's lost some charisma as a result there, and his retirement age. He might retire a little bit earlier. To be expected when you've taken a beating like that. But thank you all very much for tuning in there. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check us out at Twitch at twitch.tv/Shandoy, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now there, folks. See you next time.